Hello everyone and welcome back to the ultimate career where we're taking ourselves from zero to hero, and we're back finally. Happy New Year everyone. I'm very sorry for this extended break. Obviously I was off for Christmas and then New Year's, and then I actually got the flu, so I've mustered up the courage and the energy today to finally get back on this game and carry on with this series. So yeah, I hope you guys forgive me, but we're going to be hitting the ground running today at the crown jewel of the calendar. It's obviously the Monaco Grand Prix, not the Monte Carlo Grand Prix. I could have just said that, couldn't I? Yeah, very rusty. Hopefully not too rusty in this game. And yeah, kind of getting myself back in the deep end with this one. Anyway, enough babbling. It's time for the Monaco Grand Prix. Just one thing to note before we start. Obviously Force India still haven't scored any points this season, which is an absolute farce, to be honest, and they've taken some drastic measures. And let's have a look at their roster for this weekend. Well, after their horrific start to the season, someone's had to bite the bullet, and that is Vitantonio Liuzzi. Obviously they can't get rid of Chandok, their namesake driver, their own Indian driver. They can't get rid of him. Imagine the terrible publicity that would bring. So they brought back their reserve driver Adrian Sutil, who obviously got dropped for Chandok for this season, but he's back. He's a bit of a stalwart around Monaco. I remember back when Force India were a proper backmarker team, he was running in 4th place, and then Kimi Räikkönen slammed into the back of him. So hopefully he can bring some points today for Force India. And yeah, nothing else to mention. Let's go to qualifying. Alright boys, here we go. It's qualifying day for the Monaco Grand Prix, and some people say that qualifying is more important than the race here. I mean, that's kind of a flawed statement, as tomorrow is where you score the points, but we still have to make our best effort today. Yeah, not so good last time out in Monaco, was it? In the Virgin, didn't do very well that weekend. That was probably my worst race of last season. So we want to forget about that. Clean slate here with Sauber, and yeah, really excited to get back out on track in this new year. Just a couple of things to mention. I've done a couple of test races. This is also another factor as to why there's been a huge break. I've done so many, I've gone to record so many times, and the realistic damage has just completely ruined the race. So I've really toned it down for this weekend. It's not like stock realistic damage, it's not the default number, but it's very close to that, because otherwise it would probably be only 2 people finishing the race, and no one wants to see that really. So yeah, I've really toned that down. And obviously a run-in of the standings as well just before we start. I need to actually familiarise myself with this. Fernando Alonso leads the way by 15 points ahead of Lewis Hamilton, and then it's Jenson Button right behind his teammate. And in the constructors, McLaren lead the way by 3 points over Ferrari after 5 races. Right. Excuse me if you hear me sniffling or coughing or whatever. You're going to have to bear with me today as I get myself back into the flow. But we need to get out on track, as already 10 people out there. What is going on here? Traffic paradise here at Q1 as Chandok clouts the wall. Oh, and Vettel clouts the wall as well, loses a bit of his front wing. Yeah, like I said, if realistic damage was on at the rate that I had it on, yeah, Vettel and Chandok would have both been out of this session, as Vettel's diving down my inside at the Nouvelle chicane. Thank you very much. Let's just back off. I need to get a clean lap in, and you'll notice I'm missing part of my front wing as I smashed the ball at Anthony Noakes, but didn't want to show anyone. Oh, and there we go. Here's the stuttering. Lovely to be back on this game. Ah, right. Let's get Webber and Kubica out the way, and then we can have a proper go around Monte Carlo.
Right.
Oh my God! Slalom up the main straight. Jesus Christ! Q1 is always chock-a-block around here. Look at the map. There's so many people around us at the moment, and I've actually managed to find us a whole second in this lap. So might as well just keep going. There's, Yep. Thank you, Andy. Lovely to be back as well with Captain Obvious. Alright, let's try and get through this pack somehow, and maybe we'll manage to get a clean lap in. Not so sure at this rate. Look at this! What are we doing? What are we doing? Alright, let's try again. Rich mix. Need to make the most of this as I somehow get... Wow, actually found quite a few positions there, which is a huge surprise. So let's try and get our foot down now. We got a couple more right ahead of us. What is going on? That's a Toro Rosso? No, it's a Virgin. It is a Virgin. Sam. Oh God! I've done a Rosberg. Sorry, Webber. Oh God, there's people coming. I'll rejoin safely here. Wait for Sutil to go by. Don't hit the wall. Look at that. Textbook in there. Not even impeding Senna. Alright. This Q1 session has been pretty hectic so far. This is exactly what I didn't need on my return to this game. Oh, come on! Are you serious? You've just come out of the pits! What is going on? This AI it's a marvel of technology, this AI. Jesus Christ. If that was realistic damage again, I know I keep harping on about it, I would have been out of qualifying right then. So, yeah, this Q1 just going from bad to worse, really. Oh, Kubica in the wall. I ran deep into the first corner into Sandoval, and then Kubica span round at Casino Square. So yeah, I don't know what's gotten into the AI today. I don't know what they've had for breakfast, but it's certainly not Weetabix, I'll tell you that for certain. Yeah, we shuffled down to 17th now. It's lap 5, and I still haven't had a clean run. It's not looking good so far, but Alonso leading the way at the moment, as per usual. Yeah, I've still got enough time. I've got enough fuel to do one more lap. But I can't. Just fingers crossed I get a clean run. It's just going terribly so far. Oh my! What are you doing? He's still there. How has he not been like black flagged yet? What was that? Oh, this has been so bad. What is my luck so far in this session? Right. Now I don't have any fuel left. I started with 7 laps of fuel, and I still don't have enough. Right, yeah. More fuel, new tyres. Shocking. Absolutely shocking so far. Right guys, you join me with 2.5 minutes to go. I still haven't set a representative lap time, and I'm in last place. I'm in last place, for God's sake. Hulkenberg is the benchmark with a 1:13.3. Please stop stuttering. Please just give me a chance. Give me a fair chance. Right. Okay, here we go. We can get started. Probably got time to do 2 laps. Fresh tyres. New batch of fuel. And that's the wall. Right, keep going. Keep going. That didn't happen. It's going much better. Sutil ahead of us has been nice and fast, so we haven't had anyone impede us this time. We're going to get a proper lap in. Oh, that's as tight as we can go around Anthony Nose. It's a run up to the line. Where's he going to be? It's on pole!
1 minute to go.
Oh no, it's Q1. It's not pole. But that is incredible. 1:11.7 for our first lap on the board. Straight to the top. Thank you very much. That should be more than enough to head on through ahead of Alonso, Button and Massa, the others in the top 4. Yeah, so happy with that. Get me out of this qualifying session. There we go. 4 tenths ahead of Fernando Alonso on our first try. Our first proper attempt. Wow, what a qualifying session that was. Jesus Christ, I don't think I've been in a more hectic Q1 than that so far in my career. Anyway, look at that. Kobayashi up in 5th as well. Great performance from him. Really happy to see him back up where he belongs. Daniel Ricciardo up in 8th place. That's really good in the Toro Rosso. We got Maldonado in the top 10 as well. Both the Red Bulls, 12th and 14th. Lewis Hamilton 15th. Alcatrari's out, of course. He's the only midfield driver to be knocked out in Q1 today. And then, yeah, the usual suspects as always. Danny Close at the head of the back markers, so well done to him on his first attempt in Monaco qualifying. Alright, it's time for Q2. Should be a bit better this time as there's 7 less cars out there. Right, as best a run as possible around Anthony Noakes as we start our probably our only flying lap of Q2. I've waited right to the end here, trying to get out of the melee at the start of the session, and yeah, as we saw, we have got the pace in 1 lap trim. Oh god,
3 minutes to go.
I'm on scrub tyres. I'm on the same tyres I used for Q1, and it seems to be going well so far. 7 tenths ahead of Sutil and going purple. Very nice. Oh, that's not very nice, is it? Stuttering around the hairpin. Oh god, come on. Right, brilliant. We're gonna take that on the chin. Let's keep going. As we hurtle through the tunnel, as we head on down to the Nouvelle chicane. Alright, let's get this right. Let's not cut the corner. Okay, that's a bit of an overcompensation there as we run down to back now. Yeah, missing the apex completely there. Swimming pool. Get this nice and tight. Oh, that's perfect. The perfect run. Not doing a Charles Leclerc there. Thank you very much. Around Raskas. Beautiful. Anthony Noakes. Oh, a little bit timid on entry there. I turned him way too early. But is that going to scupper us?
I'll put you up to 9th place. 9th place.
We're on the cusp. It's 9th place, just ahead of my teammate who's managed to get up into the top 10. So good for him. That was pretty close to Webber there. Okay, we need to calm down. I don't think I've got... Let's keep going. Yeah, 2 tenths down. I'll keep going, but I'm not sure that I'm going to improve at all. Thank
Great
you.
job. We're through to the shootout.
Right, I started talking because I didn't think Andy would say anything, but he did chime in. Of course, that's my own fault. Anyway, P9. Good enough for Q3. Thank you very much. We did try and attempt another lap, but yeah, lost a lot of time in the second sector. The tyres weren't really with us anymore, but that's fine. We're into Q3 and that's what matters. Alongside my teammate, pretty sure for the first time this season. I'll need to fact check that because it has been a while. Okay, it has been a while, but yeah, great to see both Salvers up there, and great to see Chandok up in 7th place. Maybe Force India could be getting a nice handful of points this Grand Prix, and yeah, Karun Chandok, brilliant in that Force India, but not so brilliant for Adrian Sutil, who just misses out on his return to the grid, as does Nico Rosberg down in 12th place. Pretty poor from him. Felipe Massa, oh dear, 4th in the championship, but 13th on the grid for tomorrow. That's not good for him, as we have the 2 Williams right behind him. Robert Kubica down in 16th again. He's one or the others. This guy is either right in the top 5, top 3, or he's like out in Q1, or he's 16. So not great. And then it's an all 9th row for Toro Rosso. Daniel Ricciardo was so quick in Q1. That's such a shame, but at least he's still ahead of his teammate. All right, it's time for Q3. Probably the most important qualifying session of the whole year. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Ramping up for our sole Q3 attempt. That is not the best start, is it? Nice little stutter as we cross the finish line. Here we go into Sandoval. Nice and easy through there. Probably my best run through there on any flying lap so far. I'm going to try and stay quiet so you can enjoy the audio.
go.
Oh my! Oh no! We were so fast. That was such a good lap. I've absolutely binned it. I've absolutely binned it. It's going to be 10th place tomorrow. I cannot believe that. I've done a Charles Leclerc. I said I didn't do one in Q1, in Q2, sorry. Now I've done it. Now I'm languishing down in P10. I'm in the thick of it. On the grid tomorrow. I can't believe it. Right. That's a bit of a disappointment. We were so fast. We were going 7/10 quicker than pole position. And we binned it in the swimming pool section. I know it happened, what, 10 years before Leclerc did it in real life, but I've joined Leclerc in the dungeons, in the Monaco dungeons. Right. P10, it's an all-Sauber row 5, so Kamui, well done for at least getting into Q3. That's all I can ask for him, really, as my teammate. He needs to start scoring more points, because it is basically just me contributing to our points tally so far this season. We've got Petrov in 8th, Sebastian Vettel down in 7th, Michael Schumacher, Monaco Master, up in 6th place. Karun Chandok for Force India is in 5th place. If he doesn't score points tomorrow, I don't know what else Force India have to do to score points. That is an incredible qualifying session for Karun Chandok. Well done to him. Jenson Button just missing out on the top 3 in 4th place. Fernando Alonso, the championship leader, is up in 3rd, and you guys can probably guess who the top 2 are. It's Lewis Hamilton, 200ths of a second ahead of Mark Webber. Lewis Hamilton on pole for tomorrow's race. Congratulations to him, and hopefully he can get some good, claw back some good points on Alonso. Anyway, that was a qualifying session. That was one of the qualifying sessions. Yeah, just glad that's over. P10, it obviously could have been a lot better today, but just glad to get through it unscathed, sort of. Anyway, it's time for the Monaco Grand Prix. Let's go. Okay, it's race day here in Monte Carlo. Right, 39 laps around this godforsaken track. P10, we line up just ahead of Sutil, right behind our teammate. So let's try and have a clean start and just try and score points today. As yeah, we just need to kind of turn around our form. We had such a good start to the season. We've had 2 kind of mediocre races out in Turkey and Spain. So today we try and turn that around. Let's have a quick look at the strategy. That's probably what's going to be most important today. It's another 3 stop for us. 8 laps on these options, then going to primes, and primes again, and then finishing on options. But I'm kind of scared that those options are going to be terribly, terribly worn. We will find out if we make it to lap 31, that is. Anyway, you guys have seen the grid. I'm in 10th place. No chance of rain today. Let's go. Again, Andy with nothing to say. Some things don't change, but here we go. As the lights come on for the Monaco Grand Prix, let's see what we can get done today. We're off. It's a decent start. Kobayashi pretty slow ahead of me, but Petrov also slow ahead of us. So we're kind of checking up. Oh God, we've been dive bombed. Dive bombed a little bit by Sutil, who's up into, what's that, like 5th place? Ridiculous start from Sutil, who started right behind us in 11th, but we've lost a position there. Massa all over us as well. He'll be looking to get past us nice and early and get on with his race. So yeah, it's pretty important to stay ahead of him. Looks to be a pretty clean start so far, just trying to get away from all the danger. Riding the curb around the hairpin. Kobayashi, why are you going defensive there? You clouted the wall. I'm going to dump the curves and I'm going to try and get down the inside of my teammate through the tunnel. An unorthodox place to make a move, but we we're going to have to take advantage wherever we can today to try and move up the field. Next up is Vitaly Petrov. He's got Michael Schumacher ahead of us, who's come down from 6th down to 8th, and then there's a McLaren up in 7th. So pretty poor start from whoever that is. I assume that's Button. Can't be Hamilton first, except yeah, it is Button. Just caught a glimpse of his name card. But, Petrov again, slow out of Anthony Nose. There's no DRS yet, so can't really make the most of that. Let's try and force him to go defensive, maybe. No, he's kind of read that. He's no real threat from me, and he can carry on taking his line. All right, we're back up to P10. That's good. We look to have some good, well, seem to have some good pace so far. All over Petrov at the moment. We'll wait for DRS to come and wait maybe for him to make a mistake. But it's lap 2 here in Monte Carlo. Let's try and get our heads down now. Alright, well, this race is flying by so far as we're halfway through the 5th lap of the race, right on the back of Vitaly Petrov still. But, yeah, he's not very fast. Clearly in that Lotus, having to essentially push him through the Nouvelle chicane at the moment. Yeah, my tyres are not looking great either. I'm sure everyone is struggling on their tyres. Anyway, oh god, nice and easy into the swimming pool section. Yeah, nothing really happened so far. Obviously Monaco it's a bit of a procession, but you know what you're getting with Monaco. Just need to make sure we're on top of Petrov, just in case he makes a mistake, and try and get ahead of him. Try and get ahead of him at the pit stops, as Hamilton still leads the way. Good for him. Start lap 6 of this race. Right, Sutil ahead of us. Thank you, Andy. Yep, pit stop on this lap. Thank God for that. My tyres feel awful.
The car behind has some minor damage to his front wing. Doesn't look too serious.
So yeah, Sutil came into the pits. Oh God, Tokyo Drift around the casino square. Less of that, please. Yeah, Kamui as well coming into the pits behind. So a little bit of an undercut for those guys. Let's see how that, where that brings them back out into this race. Let's see. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Andy. I can see that. Drifting around the hairpin. Less of that, please. Come on. Barely get the power down, and Massa is cruising on up to the back of us. So somewhere I lost a front wing end plate. I genuinely don't remember when that happened. Oh, that's a bit of a corner cut. Okay, Stewards, blind eye to that, thank you.
One of the McLarens is about to pit. Their crew are getting ready.
Okay, so that must be Button up ahead, so... Okay, cool.
Remember to pit this lap.
Oh god, that's nearly the wall, is it? Front runners all coming into box now, I presume. Petrov will be in as well. Oh god, keep it in the straight line. What are you doing, Petrov? Thankfully, that was not a penalty for me hitting Petrov going into the pits. I would have thought I got a penalty there, but that's fine. I forgot we have to change the front wing as well. Oh god, we're going to get jumped on. We got to wait for the back markers to come through as well. It's not going to be good. It's harking back to 2010. Come on, get us out. And we're behind Rosberg. We're behind Rosberg now, just ahead of Alguersuari. That is a terrible pit stop. It's, yeah, Kobayashi's passed me. Schumacher passed me. Kobayashi's actually jumped Schumacher, so that's good for him. It's Ricardo has gone past me now. That's a calamitous pit stop once again. What is it with my pit stop crew? All career long, I've had bad pit stops. Not well. That's kind of my doing. So I had to change the front wing. Still, pathetic. Pathetic from the pit stop crew. I've lost, what, 4 places? It's just not good enough. And Massa's probably going to get past us now as well. I think he started on prime, so... Is he going for a 2-stop? Surely not. He can't be going for a 2-stop, surely not. Yeah, Ricardo's so slow. You're joking.
You've lost your front wing. If you can nurse the car back to the pits, we'll fit a replacement.
I don't believe it. Oh, it's going from bad to worse.
Don't forget, pit in this lap.
You'll have to put some more primes on. Oh, for God's sake! For God's sake! Kubica's trying to go up the inside of Alguersuari. Alguersuari into the pits once again. Not sure what's wrong with him. Oh, excuse me, before I was about to cough my lungs up. Anyway, oh, why are you changing the... Oh, I lost my front wing. Oh, my God. Oh, Alcantara had a penalty. Yeah, he had a drive-through penalty. Right, that's brilliant. I wish you could just change your front wing. I didn't have to change my tyres just then. But maybe I can cycle back through to get those back on. But yeah, last place now. That was just a nail in the coffin, really.
With a new set of prime tyres, you have 2 stops remaining. 2 stops.
What a lovely return to the series. I'm sure you guys were really hoping for this to happen on our return.
Your brakes are in the optimum temperature zone.
More bad luck here at Monaco, but yeah, that was, again, I say it's bad luck, but it's just poor
5
driving.
seconds down, around us worry.
I clearly am very rusty, and I'm just sorry that you guys have to watch this absolute buffoon try and drive around Monaco.
Currently matching race pace. Good job.
Are you
Okay,
serious?
back to the pits. Back to the pits. We've lost the front wing.
Oh, right, that's what, third front wing we've lost
Your target
this
lap
weekend.
time is a high minute 15. High 15.
I was just trying way too hard to catch Alcantara. I actually set the fastest lap of the race on my last lap, and yeah, just gone from bad to worse. So I'm really thinking about just pulling over to the side, just taking the L on the chin here, to be honest, and just go on to Canada next time out in last place. No front wing. It's absolutely no hope, really, and yeah, I'm seriously considering retiring from this race. This would be my first retirement of my career, and it's of my own doing. I'm really sorry. Yeah, I think it's time. Let's just cut our losses. Well, again, just like last year, it's a weekend to forget once again. It's just terrible, really. I mean, I should have practiced. I've just jumped back on after, what, 2 weeks? Yeah, it's only Monaco. It'll be fine. But, yeah, really showing my amateur skills there. Yeah, really disappointed. I'll just apologise that this is what we've come back to. An absolute shambles. And I need to make serious reparations next time in Canada. Yeah, just really upset, to be honest, and again, very apologetic, but let's see what's happened at the sharp end of the grid anyway. All doom and gloom for some of us. Lewis Hamilton wins the 2011 Monaco Grand Prix from pole to the finish. Well done to him, he's deserved it, really. Not the fastest lap though, that goes to Sebastian Vettel down in P4, but anyway, Hamilton, he's not going to cry over a singular point. He's finished ahead of his championship contender Fernando Alonso in second place. 5 seconds was the gap, and then Jenson Button in third place. So yeah, these top 3 contenders in the top on the podium today. So they're going to be eking even further away from the front. And yeah, Sebastian Vettel leads the Red Bulls ahead of Mark Webber. Second place to 5th is pretty disappointing at Monaco, not going to lie. But not so disappointing for Felipe Massa, who's managed to get back up into 6th place. Well done to him. Adrian Sutil and Chandok. It's a double Force India finish, points finish. Well done to them. They finally got some points on the board, and obviously getting Sutil back has been an inspired choice. So well done to them. Finally on the score sheet. Yeah, it's good to see Chandok flourishing as well in his new team. Finally. Vitaly Petrov in 9th place, Mr. Consistent, well done to him. Michael Schumacher, 10th place. Yeah, again, a little bit disappointing to go from 6th to 10th, but yeah, can't complain with a point. Nico Rosberg just missing out. He's had a pretty poor weekend, to be fair, but yeah, 11th for the Mercedes man. Robert Kubica up in 12th. I say up in 12th, not really. Again, another poor weekend for the Polish driver. Kobayashi couldn't convert points today. That's a real shame for him. Down in 13th. Bastian Maldonado in 14th. Hulkenberg, Danny Rick, Jarno Trulli finishing ahead of Alguersuari, so well done to him. Kovalainen, D'Ambrosio, Senna, Bird and Close round out the finishes. 2 laps down for Close, that's not great. But what can you expect really in that HRT? Yeah, there we are, 24th. Our first ever DNF, our first non-finish in our career. It had to happen at some point, and of course it would be at Monaco, the race where you have to show off your individual skill, or lack of it in our case. Anyway, less crying, let's have a look at the championship standings after today's race. Alright, here we go, here are the standings after 6 races in this 2011 season so far. Fernando Alonso still in the lead by 8 points. He goes up into the 100-point club. Well done to him. 8 points ahead of Lewis Hamilton after his victory today. And then a further 13 points back to Jenson Button, right back in 3rd place. Sebastian Vettel continues his meteoric rise through the standings up into 4th place now, ahead of Felipe Massa. Remember, the first 2 races didn't score any points, Sebastian Vettel, and these last 4 he's been really good, really consistent. Still waiting for that elusive race win though this season. We're still sat on 33 points today after our abysmal weekend in Monaco. 5 points behind Michael Schumacher now, but still ahead of the likes of Kubica, Rosberg and Petrov. Adrian Sutil on his return to the paddock, up 13 places already, just behind Sam Bird on the comeback, as he's only done 1 race this season. And Karun Chandhok as well, up 5 places, up to 15th after his 8th place today. Onto the constructors now. McLaren have increased the lead to 17 points ahead of Ferrari as Red Bull make their way into the 100-point club too. Then it's Mercedes on 62 points. Yeah, I don't think they're going to match what they did last season. You know, they were contenders for constructors all of last season, but yeah, they're well off the pace this season compared to that. And yeah, we're down in 6th place, still on 34 points after neither myself or Kamui could score today. Contrary to that, it's a great day if you're a Force India fan, up to 7th place after a big 10-point score today. Well done to them. They're ahead of the likes of Williams and Marussia now and could try and press on to catch up to us perhaps. Terrible all round, wasn't it? I'm really sorry that you guys not only had to see that, but I had to wait for 2 weeks to see that. I'm just disappointed in myself. I really don't enjoy poor driving. I'm going to really try hard, get some proper practice in, and also make sure I actually feel a lot better when we come to Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix next time out. A definitely better track for me. I've really enjoyed Montreal every time I've visited it. So yeah, we should be able to get back into the points there and get this content rolling again. I'm really sorry once again for the extended break, but now it's a new year. Now we can press on, and I'll see you guys in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. Really looking forward to it, and we can press on with this series. Anyway, if you did enjoy that somehow, please leave a like and subscribe if you're new. And yeah, I'll see you guys in Montreal for the 7th race of the 2011 season. Take care.